Okay, thank you, Patty.
Does it look great? It looks like a soda, a regular soda, but it doesn't look like that. No spurt.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I got the orthopedic chair.
Oh, I throw that thing on the floor. Not sitting on it.
Rebecca Lou's not coming tonight. Hop up here, girl.
Yeah.
Take your sign.
But Patty just sprayed my seat.
Oh,
I'm gonna go sit in Lou's.
oh yeah, you're right. Perfect.
Too close one. Call number one and hearing number four.
I'm at the grown-ups table.
Yes, I know. Perfect.
Thank you at the grown-ups table.
It's the Board of Women
Come
tonight.
up and visit.
All women.
Is Jerry coming?
He's not.
He's not?
Jerry's not.
Geez, so now we're down two.
I said it's all women tonight.
I bet it's gonna get done very expeditiously. Was I right? No, yeah, I'm sorry. No, that's okay. Fresh air is always fun. Better safe than sorry, though. I apologize. Safe than sorry.
There's only supposed to be 20 people.
Getting the public in here too.
What?
Is it just a lot?
It can't be. That's 4.
But we weren't getting the public.
Wasn't supposed to be more than 20.
College is a second son.
No, they're old.
They're old and they're old.
28, 30.
Okay. Oh my God, I didn't think.
They don't even live home anymore.
Wow.
That was on the board in '98
Wow, okay.
with Jack.
He's such a good soul. I know everybody probably feels that way about their parents, but
Yeah, no, he is. He is.
Amazing.
Did you ever have homemade sauerkraut?
We need it. Run into him every once in a while. It's always
No sauerkraut ever?
never.
Okay.
very lucky.
Such a wonderful man.
He's been really, he lives a couple blocks away from us. He's been like in our
Yes, it
pod the
does.
whole time. He's been
Getting
closer.
old.
Like,
Yeah, that's great. It's awesome.
very lucky. I know a lot of my friends are jealous I've gotten to see my dad so much.
Okay. Good evening. Welcome to the Zoning Board of Appeals. I'd like to brief you on some of the ground rules as the procedures we use during our hearing. First, I would just note for the audience that we are live streaming this for the general public, and the reason for that is obviously COVID. We're trying to reduce the amount of people, in a room and exposure. As a result of that, in order to give proper notice, when it's publicized, people will have the 2 weeks before the meeting, should they choose to call or email or write any concerns they have of what's on the calendar. We will then not vote tonight. Normally we vote right after the meeting, and anyone's welcome to stay. But we will not do that tonight because we want to give another 2 weeks for anyone who may have listened to the meeting to say, oh, I wanted to ask that, or I didn't understand that, or I like that, or I don't like that. So that's the reason that the decisions will be held for 2 weeks, because we're not going to vote for 2 weeks. And that's just so everybody can have an opportunity to be heard. All right, the way that it'll work tonight is the applicant, well, it works this way all the time, or their representative will come up to the podium. If they're not an attorney, they'll be sworn in by our secretary. They will present their portion of the case. We will ask if there are any interested parties that would like to speak for either for or against the application. And normally, as I said, the people would be here, but because they're not here, they'll have the chance to call or email. We will then let the applicant or their representative give any short rebuttal for new information that's been raised. Stenographer can only take one person's testimony at a time. We ask you to just let everyone finish their question before you speak again. Everyone will have an opportunity to be heard regardless of the time. Lastly, at approximately 9 o'clock, our stenographer will have been typing for about 2 hours, so we'll take a short 10-minute break. Is there anything else I neglected to say at this point?
No, just if everybody could just please be sure to speak into the microphones when you come up, because the live stream is the only way that the public will be able to hear. And any of the representatives who might have exhibits when you're speaking about your exhibit, please don't step away from the microphone. You could show the board, and then, but please, anything you want to say, please come back to the podium and speak into the microphones again so that the live stream can pick up the sound. Thank you.
All right, also, just in between speakers, the microphone and the podium will be wiped down. If you wish, when you speak, if you find it difficult to speak with a mask, if you're comfortable, you may remove it because we do have a barricade there, so if you'd stay behind there, it's a shield. We're all trying to do the best we can to protect ourselves and each other and try to let life go on as normal. So I'd ask you to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay. Do we have any postponements tonight?
We have 2 postponements tonight. Appeal number 02456, recall number 1, Renee Glick, 64 Haverford Road, Hicksville, New York. Hearing number 4, appeal number 21-4, Antonio and Antonetta Capella, 118 Stillwater Avenue, Massapequa, New York. Has anyone here appeared for either one of these hearings? Let the record reflect that no one has appeared, and we will call the first hearing.
Thank you.
Just postpone. It's going to be recall number 2, appeal number 72-484, Salvatore Ianna, 393 Massapequa Avenue, Massapequa.
Good evening.
Hi. Could you raise your right hand, please? Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
Yes, I do.
Name and address, please.
Salvatoriana, 393 Massapequa Avenue, Massapequa, New York, 11758.
Thank you.
Okay, and you're here tonight to amend a decision for a parent-child. I guess it was a change in occupancy?
Yes.
Okay. Who was on the deed or who was in the house prior, and the names of the people that are there now?
Well, my mother-in-law was there with us. She passed away.
What was her name, if you could?
Helen Franzisi.
Okay.
And now my son's going to be living there when he graduates college in a few months.
What is his name?
Salvatoriana. Salvatore J. Ianna.
All right, and everything else has stayed the same?
Yeah, everything else
All
stayed
right.
the same.
All right. Do we have IDs, et
Yes.
cetera? Okay. All right. Any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? See no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence.
Norfolk County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed. Decision is going to be mailed to you. Again, there will be a delay because we have to, give people some time in case there are any objections. Okay? Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Was that all the people living in the home? Was there anyone else living in the home? Okay, thank you.
Next hearing is recall number 3, appeal number 63-2208, Susan Porchia, 151 North Manhattan Avenue, North Massapequa.
Which one is this one?
Recall number 3.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
Yes, I do.
Name and address, please.
My name is Alan Logides. I'm a registered architect operating a practice at 65 Cedar Drive, Massapequa, New York. I'm here, I'd like to say good evening to the members of the board and the Madam Chairperson. I'm here representing Susan Portia at 151 North Manhattan Avenue in Massapequa. We're here, I have the certified cards back and a consent form from the most sensitive neighbor to the west.
Thank you.
As we know by the notice, I'm here to recall, to amend the recall for the appeal that was heard on September 26, 1963, appeal number 63-2208. And it was granted, that appeal was granted. But situations have changed. The space, the critical thing that has changed is the fact that the west side yard, which is 6.8, where 8 is required, we're in an R1-7, that has now been impacted by an open breezeway which has since been enclosed and made into a room. This room separates the existing detached garage, which was there in 1963, and the house. This room is a den next to the kitchen and the living room. The original variance allowed for a roof structure to be connected from the house to the existing detached garage. And the reason for that variance, obviously, is the same reason why we're here, 6.8, but it was only a roof, and it was an open breezeway that was granted. I'm representing the daughter of the father who presented the hearing, and she was 10 years old at the time, and she is the sole owner of the house and the property, which is currently in contract. Again, 63 to, you might ask, when was that room finished from a roofed over? For the nearest they could recall would be about 4 or 5 years after the Board of Appeals in 63 approved that roof connection between the detached garage and the house. I don't know why it got changed into the room, but it's there now, and the owners that were there at the time have both been deceased. So we're here granting that room, which from the mid-60s to now has been there as a room and not an open breezeway as the previous board had granted.
Kathy, did you get a chance to go by that house?
I actually did, yes. And my question is the part of the garage a shed, or is it all just a garage?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is the garage living space, or is it still unfinished and it's used as a garage?
If you're asking me, because I didn't hear it quite clearly, but if you're asking me if that garage is the same garage that was there in 63, the answer is yes. Yes, and it remains that way. It's not being used for any other purpose other than the garage, as a garage.
Okay, and it says the kitchen sink in the basement was removed, the kitchen and the
The kitchen, there was a kitchen in the basement that was provided when, not legally, but they didn't know they had to. The wife of the presenter of the variance back in 63 got sick, and they went and hired a person to take care of her. It turns out that, what I'm told from the daughter, that basically there was, they never really used the downstairs kitchen because there was only 2 of them living, the live-in and the sickly mother, and they stayed upstairs and all the meals were prepared in the upstairs kitchen. So that kitchen, that downstairs was prepared for their son, the original owner's son, and he lived there for about 5 years, and then he moved on, because I guess he got older and he moved on.
But now to get your CO, you did remove the kitchen. It's gone. Great, everything is gone downstairs, just the three.
Yeah, the stove has been removed. The gas pipe was put back into the wall and capped, and the sink has been removed. That second kitchen in the basement.
And how many consents did you have from the neighbors? I know you said you sent one. Okay, the most effective.
Yeah, the most sensitive one on the west side. Although that was the same side yard that was there in 63, and the same garage that was there in 63.
Right,
Was
But-
there a code compliance case, or this just popped up with the sale?
with the sale.
I'm sorry?
Because I see that, our concern whenever we see a kitchen and a cellar entrance, a finished basement with a bathroom, our concern is that there's an apartment or the potential for an apartment.
Right, I let them know that that would not be proper, and they never got a permit for that.
Apparently.
So that was, but it was solely, from what they tell me, and I believe them, was for a live-in and a sickly mother that.
Well, my
have-
concern, with all due respect, is not so much for those people, but you said it's in contract, so new people are buying it. Now, we don't know their intentions, and with the economy being tough the way it is, people are often, finding a need to rent a separate apartment.
Right, but those, even the washing machine and dryer, which was down a stackable one, was removed. And like I said, the stove was removed, the gas line capped and enclosed in the wall, as well as the sink being removed.
As I said, our bigger concern is, at this point, with the cellar entrance and the
And on a personal note, the lawyer for the buyer was confused and wanted timeframes, and he doesn't understand why the town has these kind of reasons, and I explained everything to him, and from what I'm told, he believes they have no intention of putting
I'm
a...
going to stop you there.
Okay.
A lot of, we can't speak for anybody else's good
Right,
or
we can't speak for
bad
the
intent.
future, right.
As I said, we're here to protect the overall town's interest and that of the neighbors. So if appeal or I can.
But it did have
I
one
will-
mailbox, one
All right.
doorbell.
I will
yeah,
double check.
Yeah,
All right. Are there any other interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? No hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed. Decision will board will be mailed to you after the 2-week interval. Thank you, Ms. Logidis. Be safe.
welcome back.
Thank
Yes,
you.
good to
Thank
see you
you.
back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, you got a lot. That is 4. Yeah, I'll make that announcement for everybody. Any applicants who have more than one case on tonight,
Oh, thanks.
be prepared when we call you up to have all your cases done, so we don't have to keep cleaning the podium, and we'll be a little quicker that way. So, that being said, recall number 4, appeal number 19-615, Anthony Delia, 22 Fairwater Avenue, Massapequa, New York.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
I do.
Name and address, please.
Robert Schumacher, 1109 Round Swamp Road, Old Bethpage. Good evening.
Good evening.
Madam Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen of the board, Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
Hopefully this year's a lot better than last year.
Let's hope so.
On a positive note, I have some photos for the board I'd like to pass up.
Number 10.
Representing Anthony Delia, 22 Fairwater Avenue, Massapequa. Mr. Delia is seeking an amendment to appeal number 19-615. This is for a proposed second-floor addition. The second-floor addition does meet all the zoning requirements, such as lot coverage, gross floor area, the required setbacks, and the roof pitch. This will be additional bedrooms for his growing family. It's a very attractive design that he's proposing. He does plan on staying in the home, and this is for his own enjoyment. As the photos show, the house is in excellent condition, and the homeowners are anxious to proceed with this renovation.
Lois, any problem? All right. If you notice from time to time, I may ask my colleagues for any input. We go by the houses and kind of check them out and see if things look the way, at least we hope they look. All right, any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed. Decision of board will be mailed to you
Thank
after
you.
2 weeks. Thank you, sir. You have another case?
He does.
Okay.
I believe the next one will be hearing number 10, appeal number 21-10. Costa Saricas, 32 Robin Lane, Farmingdale, New York.
Robert Schumacher, 1109 Round Swamp Road, Old Bethpage. Representing Mr. and Mrs. Sarika of 32 Robin Lane in Farmingdale. I passed up some photos and consent letters for the board. Mrs. Sarika is seeking a variance to maintain a deck having less side yard setback than required, and a shed having less rear yard setback than required, and a reduction in off-street parking spaces. It's a corner property on the corner of Washington Street and Robin Lane. The deck is not visible from the street. The neighbor abutting the property closest to the deck at 133 Washington Street has signed a letter of no objection. There are large shrubs in between the properties, as the photos show. The driveway's been widened. The driveway is 17 feet wide. It can accommodate 2 off-street parking spaces. If the driveway was 1 foot wider, no variance would be required. The shed's under 100 square feet. It's maintaining a 1.8-foot rear yard setback where 3 feet's required. As the photos show, the house is in excellent condition. The house has been sold and there's money held in escrow.
Kathy, any issue?
I have seen it, and you're right about the driveway, there's plenty of parking. And the deck is on the side of the house, right?
Yes.
So it's not visible from the street at all.
There is a fence
Yeah.
blocking it and bushes.
Yes. That
All
would
right.
look fine to me.
Any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision,
Decision.
public hearing is closed. Decision of board will be mailed to you, and again in about after 2 weeks. Thank you. Anything else, Mr. Shabbat?
He does.
Go ahead.
Next one will be hearing number 13, appeal number 21-13, Janina Leyland, 41 McKinley Avenue, Farmingdale, New York.
Robert Schumacher, 1109 Round Swamp Road, Old Bethpage. Representing Mrs. Leyland of 41 McKinley Avenue in Farmingdale. I passed up some photos for the board. Ms. Leyland seeking a variance to maintain a garage with a storage shed and breezeway, not having the required side and aggregate setbacks. The existing side yard setback of the garage is 7.8 feet, where 8 feet's the minimum. The aggregate 17.5 feet, where 20 feet's required. The garage's been here for many years, and the homeowners have the house up for sale, and that's when they found out the garage had some outstanding permits. This was a surprise to them. It's less than a half a foot off in regard to the side yard setback. There's never been any complaints or violations from the town on this property. House in excellent condition and well-maintained. The home has been sold and there's money in escrow.
All right. Again, Kath?
I did, I looked at it, part of the garage is a shed, correct?
In the rear, there's an attached shed.
That's what he had told me. No, it looks fine.
All right. Any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? On correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision,
Decision.
public hearing is closed. Decision of board will be mailed to you after about 2 weeks. Thank you.
Next hearing is hearing number 19, appeal number 21-19, Libby Friedman, 27 Sullivan Drive, Jericho, New York.
Again, Robert Schumacher, 1109 Round Swamp Road, Old Bethpage. Representing Mrs. Friedman of 27 Sullivan Drive in Jericho. Ms. Friedman seeking a variance to maintain a deck exceeding the maximum building coverage and to maintain a pool filter having less side yard setback and front yard setback than required.
Thank you.
Ms. Friedman's in the process of selling the home. She's in contract. These items came up when a search to the town records showed these items. The pool's been there since 1977. and there is a permit on the pool. The pool filter's maintaining an 8-foot side yard setback where 10 feet's the minimum, and it's maintaining a 56-foot front yard setback where 60 feet's the minimum. The existing lot coverage is 21.6%, where 20% is the maximum. It's an open deck, it's not enclosed, it's been here for many years. Decks like these are quite common in this area of Jericho. As the photos show, there is a fence around the property and heavily shrubed in the rear, and the property is in excellent condition, has always been well maintained.
Any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? On correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision,
Decision.
public hearing is closed. Decision of board will be mailed to you again after about 2 weeks.
Thank you, have a good evening.
You too, be safe.
Thank you.
Good night.
Next hearing is hearing number 1, appeal number 21-1, Irene Morsiglio, 331 South Bay Drive, Massapequa, New York.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
Yes, I do.
Name and address, please.
Christina Bravin, Morano Expediting, 28 Edward Street, Bethpage, New York.
Your name?
Oh, Christina Bravin. Christina C. Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
So we're here tonight requesting permission for 4 items. The first is to maintain a rear addition with a raised platform holding a rear yard setback of 20.5 feet and 17.3 feet to the raised platform instead of required 25 feet. All of these items are in connection to when the current homeowner, purchased the house in 1991. At that time, the addition had screens on it that were in disrepair, so they replaced it with sliding doors. And then they put in a sort of platform type step. I do have photographs in the event you haven't had a chance to go and see the property, so just let me know if you need
Lois,
those.
you're familiar with it, correct? Okay.
Okay. So the room is not habitable. It's a Florida room, basically. Sunroom, in a sense. The raised platform was just constructed at that time to give them a means of egress in and out of that room. The second item is the above-ground pool, which again in 1991 was in disrepair. The pool was replaced in the exact same location that it's in. However, that pool was at the time above ground fully, and when they replaced it in 91, they decided to do it semi-in-ground. And they were told by that installer that it's grandfathered in, or that they didn't need a permit because it was semi-above ground. There are other pools in the immediate area located at 22 Tidewater Avenue and 27 Water Area, which appear, according to the aerial photograph, to be holding the same setbacks. And the final item is in connection to the 6-foot fence they'd like to maintain in that side front yard along Waterview Avenue. Again, when they purchased the home in 1991, there was a 6-foot wood stockade fence all around in the same exact location. And when they did the pool replacement, they decided to replace it with PVC, so it would be more durable and require less maintenance. There are 6-foot fences in front yards in the area, several of them. 22 Tidewater, 299 South Bay, 255 South Bay, and 78 Peconic Drive, all with similar fences. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to
My
answer.
only concern is the pool equipment, 2.5 feet to the fence.
What's that? I'm sorry.
My only concern is the pool equipment is only 2.5 feet to the rear yard. Right?
The pool is holding, right, the pool equipment is 2.5 feet instead of the 10 feet, correct?
You have, is there anyone in the rear or is that on the water?
Would you like to see the photograph of where it's?
Please, did you notice? It's on the water. All right, that's...
You could say it, right? Okay.
All right, then it's not, my concern was that it would affect somebody else, but fish probably don't care. Though they may, I don't know. Any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, public hearing is closed. The decision of Board of mailed to you after 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next hearing is hearing number 2, appeal number 21-2, John Longo, 231 Massachusetts Avenue, Massapequa, New York. Is this your only case tonight, Mr. Ministeri? Okay, thank you.
I know.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
Mark Anthony Monastery, 1563 Belmore Avenue, Belmore, New York. Good evening, members of the board, Madam Chair. Tonight I'm representing my clients, John and Alexis Longo. They're the owners and occupants of 231 Massachusetts Avenue, Massapequa. This property is located in R17 zone. We are requesting a variance to construct a second-story addition with a front porch, which the front porch does not meet the aggregate side yard setback. Both of these items, the porch and the second story, are being built in direct line with the existing first floor. We are not adding any additional side yard encroachment than what exists today. This house was approved for this aggregate side yard previously under appeal number 8223 in January 1982, when my client's parents did a conversion of the existing garage into living space. Even then, these non-conforming side yard setbacks existed. Additionally, I would like to note to the board that this property is only 60 feet wide and is located in R17 zone, which is typically 70 feet wide. I would like to submit to the board 8 surrounding neighbors, consent letters, and the corresponding radius maps. It'll show every surrounding neighbor and adjacent, as well as just a copy of the approval for the variance in 1982.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it here.
That's okay.
Our request is to reduce the aggregate side yard from the required 20 feet combined to 17.58 feet. It's a total reduction of just 2.42 feet. That is our only request this evening.
All right. Are there any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Lois, no problem? Okay, motion, decision, public hearing is closed. Decision will Board of mailed to
Thank
you
you all.
after 2 weeks.
Have a great night.
Be safe. Good night.
Thank you. Unless that's permitted in the porch, isn't it? You know what I mean? That might be as of right. Right. Next hearing is hearing number 3, appeal number 21-3, Matthew Algier, 155 Ontario Avenue, Massapequa, New York.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Yes.
Name and address, please.
Ken Schulman, 209 Lynn Avenue, East Northport. We are seeking a variance for a proposed one-story addition with a proposed lot coverage of 30.4%, where 25% is the maximum allowed. The reason the owners need to build this addition is that Mrs. Algeyer's parents need to move into the home due to medical reasons that were submitted along with this application. I believe this request is not substantial since there are quite a few nearby homes with similar or larger additions and similar lot coverage. I do have an aerial photo that shows that.
All right, are there any interested parties? I'm sorry, go ahead.
I would also like to point out that excluding the existing detached garage and front porch, the proposed percentage of lot coverage just for the main dwelling is only 24.2%, which is conforming.
I'm very familiar with that street in particular. Any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision.
Decision.
Public hearing is closed. A decision of board will be mailed to you after 2 weeks.
I have another one at 22.
Okay, we will call that one. Thought he had another one.
Is that 26?
22?
22.
The next hearing will be hearing number 22, appeal number 21-22, Richard Cook, 3 Townsend Drive, Syosset, New York.
Go ahead, you're still under oath, sir.
Okay. We are seeking to maintain 2 existing sheds, a stone barbecue, and a driveway that don't have the minimum 20-foot side yard setbacks required. There is a small 5x7 shed that maintains a 4-foot setback, a 10x12 shed with a 3.5 setback, and a stone barbecue with a 4.2 setback. The smaller shed and the barbecue are well screened from the adjoining property by a 6-foot PVC fence, and the larger shed is well screened by large trees and plantings that I also have photos of. The existing driveway is necessary to remain with its 0-foot setback in order to provide access to the detached garage. The original driveway was widened when the detached garage was built, which was decades ago. The owners have just sold the house due to medical reasons, and a substantial sum of money is being held in escrow until the COs are obtained for these structures.
All right, any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board?
I had a question.
Sure.
Do you have any letters of consent from the neighbors that abut the barbecue? Going from a requirement of 20 feet down to 4 feet, it's close.
Yeah, they have spoken to those people. I don't think they had a problem with it. That's a fairly new home. They have just moved in. Like I said, the stone barbecue and the small shed are not even 6 feet high, so they can't.
Lois, just pass this to Rebecca, please.
They can't even be seen.
I see. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Anything else? All right. Any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision.
Decision.
Public hearing is closed. A decision of board will be mailed to you after 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Be safe.
Next hearing will be hearing number 5, appeal number 21-5, Sean Santos, 11 Nassau Street, Massapequa, New York.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
Sean Bird, architect for the project, office at 1049 Park Boulevard, Massapequa Park, New York, 11762. Good evening.
Good evening.
We are before you in a R110 Old Harbor Green zone, small zone in the Old Harbor Green district of Massapequa. We are proposing a 18.69% lot coverage where 17.5% is permitted. And also a gross floor area of 3,585.5 square feet where 3,200 square feet is permitted. During the initial zoning calculations of this property, we were told we were in the R110 district. We actually designed to the R110, which we would be in compliance with. Under the zoning review, it was deemed that we were actually in the Old Harbor Green district. Feel the additions are a small over of the permitted areas. It's not out of character in the neighborhood. If you've been to the property on that street, there's many large homes across the street from the property. Essentially, we're squaring off the house. There's a small addition in the rear. We're going to demolish that, rebuild in the exact same location, square it off, and then build above that. The growing family, they just recently purchased the home. They have one child. She's pregnant with the second child. You see there's a approved hardship on the property. They're living with their in-laws right now as the property is in existing condition, so they'd like to do the renovations before bringing their family into the new home. We are here if you have any questions. also have a consent letter from the two abutting neighbors directly to the east and west, and the three neighbors directly to the south across the street. The other two neighbors in the rear of the property, one property was under construction. We couldn't get the signature from that neighbor. And the other property, nobody was home at the time. And I have the 3 green cards.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, are there any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
All right, Lois, no problem with this, right? All right, this motion is decision. The public hearing is closed. The decision of the board will be mailed to you after about 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night. Be careful.
Next hearing is hearing number 6, appeal number 21-6, Patricia Cates, 249 North Kings Avenue, North Massapequa.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
Yes, I do.
Name and address, please.
Kevin Daly, 201 Northwest Drive, Suite 8, Farmingdale, New York, 11735. Good evening.
Good evening.
Kevin Daly on behalf of Patricia Cates regarding their property at 249 North Kings Avenue, Massapequa. Section 52, Block 114, Lot 49, located in an R17 zone. We're requesting variances to construct a second-floor addition and legalize an existing front porch with less than a required side yard setback. We're also requesting approval for a parent-child use with parking for 3 cars in tandem. The owner, Patricia, purchased the home in 1978 from her parents, who were the original owners. The front porch was built approximately 15 years ago. The house currently has a west side yard setback of 4.8, and we would be building directly above that, so we wouldn't be encroaching any further into that side yard. And we're also requesting the parent-child use. The parent-child use request is so that Patricia's daughter, Kelly, can move in with her, with her 2 young children, 7 and 3. It's actually a very sad story. Kelly was forced to sell her home. Her husband died about a year ago suddenly. So she's going to move in, with the mom, with the parents. They have more than ample off-street parking. It's in tandem, but they have 3 spaces plus the garage. We have no objection from any of the neighbors. I have 7 consent letters in support of the application as well.
My understanding is this is a hardship situation due to the circumstances. Just what are the names of the people that will be living in the house, if you could put that on the record?
Patricia and Stephen, the parents, and Kelly Hillslop is the daughter who will be moving in.
We have all the IDs?
I do.
Okay, thank you. And there appears to be enough parking from what I can see.
There is.
Yeah.
It's a very long driveway.
Yeah, it's a long driveway, 3 in the driveway.
Right.
And they have the garage as well, so it's 4.
Yeah.
All right, are there any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board?
None.
Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, public hearing is closed. The decision will order be mailed to you after about 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
HISLOA.
Next hearing is hearing number, just gonna wait 1 second. Okay. Next hearing is hearing number 7, appeal number 21-7, Douglas Pascarella, 2 Winding Road, North Massapequa, New York.
Hi. Sorry. Just go with this. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings. Name and address, okay?
microphone a little closer to you? Thank you. Is it on?
It doesn't sound
I don't hear it. I can't.
My
hear it.
fault. You know, I turn it off, in between the cleaning, because on a live stream, they hear every sound.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I'm just not quick enough to turn it back. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
That's
All
better.
right.
You got me to turn it off, now I gotta get me to turn it on.
I am here on behalf of the homeowners on this application. This is actually a hardship application for fire damage repair. We are here to request an amendment to the specific plan, which was decision number, I believe it's 4507. 4507. So we're here to amend the specific plan as well as a variance for the roof pitch. There was a fire to the home, and so the second floor entire roof has to be repaired. Actually, I'd like to note the denial letter, we're actually requesting the roof pitch for the main house complies. It's a 6 and a 7 pitch roof. We are proposing a front roofed over porch that has a pitch that's, less than what's required. That's a 5 pitch. So I just wanted to clear that up.
It doesn't pertain to the entire roof, it's just that
Correct, just the
particular
front porch we're asking
Okay.
for the
That's good to
variance.
know.
And yeah, the reason we're leaving that roof pitch at a 5 pitch is there's a egress window right above that on the second floor bedroom. So we wanted to just keep the roof pitch not too steep in case another fire occurs. Hopefully not. But that's basically it. Any questions?
All right. Are there any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, public hearing is closed. The decision of the board will be mailed to you after about 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Good night, be careful.
Thank you.
Next hearing is hearing number 8, appeal number 21-8, Estate of Carrie F. Galante, 542 Rutherford Drive, Seaford, New York.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Yes, I do.
Name and address.
Michael Palumba, architect, 80 Elizabeth Drive, Bethpage, New York, 11714. Good evening, Madam Chairwoman, members of the board. I'm appearing on behalf of the estate of Carrie Galante of 542 Rutherford Drive, Seaford, New York. We are requesting a variance to maintain an existing sunroom, which is located in an R17 zone and does not have the minimum required side yard setback of 8 feet or rear yard setback of 25 feet. Maintaining a side yard setback of 6.9 feet and a rear yard setback of 23 feet. The addition was constructed over 30 years ago. Photos of the property have been submitted to the board. I do not have consent letters for this application this evening. They were requested of the owner. Vincent Galante inherited his mother's home and is simply seeking to obtain the necessary permits and COs for this structure. The house is presently up for sale, and the property is well maintained, and the existing conditions are consistent with the character of this neighborhood. And that completes our application.
You have another one right there.
Any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, public hearing is closed. Decision of board will be mailed to you. Thank you.
Thank
Do you
you.
have anything else, Mr. Plum?
No, just the one tonight.
Good night, be safe.
Remember.
Thank you.
Next hearing is hearing number 9, appeal number 21-9, Daniel A. Burhans, 6 James Street, Farmingdale, New York.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
Daniel Burhans, Burhans, 6 James Street, Farmingdale, New York, 11735.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm here simply to obtain a request for a variance on a fence to go around the house to secure the backyard for privacy and for our occasional pets that we have here. The yard is not fenced in currently at all, so we have to maintain the animals on a chain. And that's about it. I have one of the green cards.
Any problem with visibility, Ken?
No, actually, I went to the property and, where the fence is gonna be, it's a dead end.
Yes,
So
correct.
it's a corner, but then the dead end, so there's no site issues at all. Lovely property.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion decision, public hearing is closed, decision of board will be mailed to you. Thank you, be careful.
Thank you, board.
Next hearing is hearing number 11, appeal number 21-11, ZGZ, 31 Orchard Street, Farmingdale, New York. Raise your right hand.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
Paul Montemarano, Montemarano, 2722 Wilson Avenue, Belmore, New York, 11710. Good evening, members of the board, chairwoman. Hope all is well.
Yes,
Happy New Year.
you too.
Thank you.
I'm the agent for the owner, Peter Shi, S-I space Y-I space X-I-E. He's the owner of 31 Orchard Street, Farmingdale, New York.
I just wanted to note the spelling on our paperwork says S-I
Yes,
space X-I. You said it's Y-I?
Um,
Just want to make sure the name is accurate.
I'm going to look at his license to verify. It's S-I-Y-I X-I-E.
All right, just so we'll change it. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Subject property is Section 48, Block 270, Lot 439 to 441, and it's the northeast corner of Orchard Street and Frank Avenue. We're in an R17 zone. Mr. Shi purchased the dwelling in April of 2017. The conditions at the subject property were present at the time of the purchase. All the construction was done by the previous owner. Mr. Shi did some landscaping and installed a fish pond only at the property. The first item before the board today is to maintain an existing shed, 9.8 feet by 8.3 feet, 81.34 square feet. It is 9 foot tall. The current side yard setbacks of the shed is 1.4 feet and 1.9 feet. The shed is on an angle to the property line. A 3-foot side yard is required. The other side yard setback is 8 and 8.5 feet, which is greater than the required. The structure is adjacent to a 6-foot vinyl fence on both sides, obstructs the majority of the view of the shed. The shed is in good condition and was existing at the property when he bought it. The next item before the board is to maintain a bay window existing on the Orchard Street, I believe it's the Orchard Street property. It is an 8-foot by 5-foot bay, it's on the Frank Avenue street side. It's an 8-foot by 5-foot bay window. There's a window, not a walkout bay. The window was existing when he purchased the property. It has a setback of 19.7 feet when 26.37 feet is required. The addition that the bay window is installed on was issued under building permit B2723, and it went before the board for the front yard setback, which was 21.2 feet. The bay window projects another 1.5 feet into that front yard setback. The bay window has a weeping cherry tree in front of it, and on the Orchard Street side has a large evergreen tree as well, which obstructs the view of the window itself. The next item before the board is to maintain a second kitchen and a one-family dwelling to use as a parent-child residence. The previous owner had received a permit for a mother-parent-child relationship, L29947, for a parent-child second kitchen that had conditions. The owner, Peter Shi, resides on the second floor of the dwelling. He's 37 years of age. The second floor has 2 bedrooms, kitchen, living room, dining room, and a bathroom. The access is made through the door on Frank Avenue in the foyer entryway, the same access that's made to the first floor living space. The owner's parents, and I'm going to spell this for you, H-E space S-H-A-O space R-O-N-G is the mother. She's 67 years of age. And J-I-A-N space H-A-N space X-I-E is the father, who's 72 years of age. They both live on the first level. The first level has 2 bedrooms, kitchen, living room, dining room, and bathroom. And the addition that had gone for a variance is a den, which is accessed off of the foyer that's shared by both the son and the parents. There is a side door that leads out the kitchen to the yard, which is a little patio area with the fish pond that the parents use. The basement consists of a large storage area, and then there's a separate area for a laundry and boiler room. The basement is shared by both the parents and Peter. The final item before the board this evening is to maintain the reduction of an off-street parking space. The driveway that exists at the subject property is 18 feet wide. At one point, it's 25 foot deep, and at the other point, it is 35 feet deep. The legal parking space is 9 by 18, so it has 2 legal spots right to left, and then the third spot, which is a stack spot, is 1 foot shy of the required 18 feet, which would be 17 feet, because there's 35 feet. The father and the mother do not drive. The father is in the process of losing his eyesight and do not have a license. The mother does not have a license. Submitted are identification cards from New York State, not driver's licenses, to show that they do not drive. All the items that are here being requested before the board existed prior to him purchasing the dwelling. They did not create any of these situations. There are several conditions that were put upon the property by the board when they went for the first parent-child. The only item that is not in compliance now is the driveway. Again, the driveway's been existing. I'm not sure how the conditions were overlooked when the original mother-daughter, parent-child situation was approved, but it was. They're not changing it, or have they changed it? The driveway is paved, and it has 2 stone curbs on either side. The original parent-child, again, is L29947. Peter and his parents respectfully request the board to consider the circumstances that have been created here by the previous owner, and looking for a sympathetic ear for the legalization of the existing conditions. The property is upkept in a very elegant manner. The landscaping is pristine. The property is in good condition, and it is within character and nature of the surrounding community. The property there is a violation, I believe, on the property by Mr. Bordelli, the inspector at the town, when he was looking for the renewal of the original mother-daughter. The paperwork was sent to the current owners, and they notified him that they are the new owners, and he notified them that they need to file for the parent-child, which they hired us to assist him with. And at that point, we started the paperwork, and there was a little bit of lapse trying to get a motor vehicle identification for the parents due to COVID. So it took a little bit of time for us to present this to the board. Other than that, everything on the property is pre-existing. Are there any questions from the board?
Well, I just want to make a general comment. The fact that it's pre-existing, quite frankly, or that they bought it that way, really doesn't move the board.
Okay.
Because, one, it should have been picked up at the time,
Correct.
all right? So, you know, there are hardships, as you heard before, there was a young death. You know, they bought it, either, I don't know if they didn't know it, their lawyer certainly should have told them about it. So that in and of itself, you know, carries no weight. Kathy, what was the parking like? Because they only have one legal spot.
No, nothing to do with them. It's a corner property, so
Right.
you can park in front or the side.
On the side.
And they have that long driveway. However, the house across the street has 7 cars in front of it. And dead end, which is right next door, at the camper, and a big pickup truck. So I mean, they're the victims. But they do have the driveway and they have the front and the side.
Can
There
they
is,
get more than one car on the driveway?
Absolutely.
there is ample on-street parking, and Orchard Street is a dead-end block.
Yeah.
That's his limited traffic. and
Frankly,
there's only one
on-street
house.
parking is great, but when we have snowstorms
No, I get
and
it.
people don't want to move their cars, which happened in my neighborhood, it was a nightmare.
My
And
house,
that's
too.
why I look for,
I understand.
I
that.
like to see cars off the street.
They can fit 2 side by side, and they can squeeze in.
Okay.
It's a little tight, but it fits.
So it's just the son that's driving, I'm sorry.
Just the
It's
son that's driving.
that's
The parents do not have license. The father is on the verge of going blind right now, and the mother does not drive at all.
So basically, there's just gonna be
Just the
one
one car,
car
and when the
there,
sister
and he doesn't
visits-
have a significant other, or there's 2 cars or.
No,
okay.
and when the sister visits to take care of the parents while he's working, it's her car, but she comes and goes.
Do we have identifications on
Yes, we do.
Yes.
All right. Are there any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion decision, public hearing is closed. Decision of board will be mailed to you after about 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Okay.
Stay healthy.
Yes, you
You
do.
too,
But
thank
just
you.
note, if at any time I forget to ask you if you've had any correspondence, you know, or any concerns, let me know if
I
I
sure will.
if I don't ask.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Good to see you, ladies. Stay healthy.
You too. Brian.
Next hearing is hearing number 12, appeal number 21-12, Claudia Gennaro, 17 Matthew Street, Farmingdale, New York.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Yes, I do.
Name and address, please.
Scott Kahn, 68 West Main Street, Oyster Bay, New York. Good evening, everybody. Happy New Year.
Two.
New Year.
3 cases, so 17
Yes.
and 25. Tonight I'm here representing the Gennaro family. They seek a variance to build a 1-story rear kitchen extension. The addition will be in line with the existing house. The existing house line on the west side, we're asking for 7.15 feet setback instead of the 8-foot required, and 14.7-foot aggregate instead of the 20-foot required. Lastly, we're asking for 2.09% over the allowable 25%, asking 27% on the lot coverage. As part of this request, we're converting part of the existing garage, which also lies in that 7.15-foot setback. And that concludes that request.
Kathy, any problem with this?
I actually couldn't see anything from the
Okay,
street.
well, it's proposed, so.
I can't see anything.
All right, well, it's going to
Proposed,
be,
it's-
it's in line with the rest of the house,
Yeah,
you said.
it's a
so
small
it
4-foot
shouldn't
addition
make a
behind
difference.
the garage.
All right, any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board?
None.
Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion decision, public hearing is closed. The decision of the board will be mailed to you after 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay. You got- you got
He
it.
has another
There's
one.
more.
Oh, go ahead. Which one?
Next one's going to be hearing number 17, appeal number 21-17, Carlos Pilco, 16 Seth Lane, Hicksville, New York.
Once again, good evening. Here tonight representing the Pilco family, who seek a variance to permit a 6-foot PVC fence in a front side yard along Seth Lane. As you can see, Some of you might have been by the property. This fence does not pose any visibility issues driving or walking west on Seth Lane. The adjoining property driveway is approximately 40 feet away to the east, giving ample time and visibility to back a car out. I've taken some Google Earth photos and just marked where the driveway is next door. One last point, this is a very unusual shaped lot. There's only a very small area behind the fence that is their only yard space. And I know it doesn't matter, but they did purchase the house this way.
It's not that it doesn't matter, but, you know, sometimes I feel bad for people. I know,
Yeah.
just from my own experience, we were getting a air conditioning, central air in the house. I had several estimates. I think I had 5. 4 of them told me I didn't need a permit. You know,
Yeah.
I knew I did.
All the time.
But when the guy that I hired said, well, I can get one if you really want. I really want, you know. So the average person probably wouldn't know to ask.
Yeah.
So.
And air conditioning permits are pretty easy to get, so.
Oh, yeah, as I
don't
said,
know.
it was no problem whatsoever, but it just was funny, and I know they do that with pools, unfortunately, in deck.
Well, they just sent out a newsletter today explaining to the entire town what you need permits for and how to
Right.
get them, so
Yep. Hopefully that'll help.
hopefully.
Rebecca, any visibility?
No, none.
All right. Okay. Any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision.
Decision.
Public hearing is closed. The decision will board will be mailed to you after about 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Be careful. Oh, another one.
Next one is hearing number 25, appeal number 21-25, Jasmine Merchant, 52 East Hillside Lane, Syosset, New York.
Evening one more time. Here tonight representing the Merchant family. They seek several variances before you. Firstly, the second floor addition we're proposing does not meet the average front yard setback of 29.33 feet. What we're asking for is 28 feet to the second floor cantilever, 25 feet to the one-story vestibule in the front, and 20 feet to the front portico and landing. I forgot to mention, we're also amending specific plan 05680. 680. Secondly, the addition we're proposing is in line with the first floor footprint. What we're requesting is to keep the existing side yards, 5.08 on the north, 15.08 on the south. Thirdly, as we add in the cantilevered floors, front portico and vestibule, our lot coverage will increase to 27.94%, only 2.94% over the 25% allowable. And lastly, what we're asking for is 376 square feet over the GFA, required 3264, requesting 3640. Most of that 376 square feet is actually the portico, the space under the cantilever, and so on. There is a medical hardship on the property. I know it was submitted that way to the town. I just want to submit that they're bringing their parents in because they're very elderly. They're constantly in the hospital, so they're trying to build this so they can move back in with them. And I have a homeowner's letter and a doctor's note.
Thank
Thank you. And that concludes the application.
All right. Any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision. Public hearing is closed. The decision will board will be mailed to you. Thank you.
Thank you
Good
very
night.
much.
Be careful.
Next hearing is hearing number 14, appeal number 21-4, no,
15.
yeah,
Right?
no, we didn't do
did
this.
All right. I'm sorry.
I don't know why I did that. 21-14, Luis Fuentes, 1174 Stewart Avenue, Bethpage, New York.
Thank you. Would you just raise your right hand? Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
Joseph Walker, Double Check Builders, 270 Ronkonkoma Avenue in Ronkonkoma. Madam Chairwoman and members of the board, we're here before you today to request a variance for the items that were listed in the notice of rejection. The homeowner purchased the property in 2015, and all the items in question were on the property. I know it doesn't really make a difference to you, but I bring it to your attention only insofar as to point out that it was not a self-inflicted hardship. The items came to the town's attention when there was a code issue and he attempted to get a permit for a finished basement. These items were then brought to his attention and he moved to make a correction. All of the items that are in question, you can tell from the photographs, have been there for quite some time. They're totally in keeping with the nature and character of the neighborhood. I've submitted photographs that show sheds in the adjoining property, overhangs in the adjoining property. So there's no inconsistency. It doesn't create any problems as far as emergency vehicles getting to and from the neighborhood of the property. If the board would look favorably upon this request, the homeowner has indicated that he will not have any intention to enclose the aluminum roofed over patio, and if the shed should be needed to be replaced, that it would be located so that it is compliant with the zoning requirements. And you can tell from the photographs also that the air conditioner is older, and that could be relocated to comply at that time. So if you have any questions, I'll be glad to try and answer them.
I'm looking at the existing roof over. He's got a stove out there, like a regular house stove, or am I looking, or is it a barbecue, and I'm just looking wrong? It's like got curtains on it. Here, I'll show you the pictures and pass them down. Isn't it strange? I can't tell if that's a barbecue or, but it's the curtains. And the code compliance case was because he was trying to get a finished basement?
Yes, there's a finished basement, so we made the application with...
Let me, was he applying to build a finished basement, or was it already there?
No, the finished basement was existing when he purchased the house in 2015.
Okay, so somehow or other, what brought code compliance there?
I think there was a complaint to the town that people were living in the basement.
Yeah, I had that
non-family
feeling.
members.
Had that feeling, and from the looks of the backyard, I think people are living on the back porch.
Can I see the photo?
Please. What's the circumstance of the code compliance case? Is it in court right now, if you know?
No, it's in abeyance right now pending the decision of the board because they are waiting to accept, they won't accept the application for the permit for the finished basement until decision is made with respect to these items.
It looks to me that there could be a maintenance issue as well. I'm guessing. You see what I mean?
Yeah, always asking.
Well,
The shed.
it looks like something's holding up the shed, or is that just the way the wires are?
It's like a clothesline.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It looks like there's a clothesline running from the house to the shed. It
I don't have a copy of the photograph. If I could look at it again, maybe that would...
Of course.
No, that's a barbecue.
Is it?
And I think that's a clothesline.
Yeah.
It looks like it's gonna pull down the shed, but.
Yeah, that's, I thought it was holding up
Oh,
the
you
shed.
didn't see that one, yeah, that's interesting.
My guess is, just from doing this a while, that the neighbors didn't like what they were looking at. I know it's on Stewart Avenue, which is a main street, but the neighbors didn't like what they were looking at. And if that's the back, I would assume either the people behind them or next to them were not happy with, what it was looking like. How long has he owned the house?
Since 2015. I mean, underneath the overhang is tables and chairs. I can't determine if that's a stove or not, but that we'd be willing to remove. I understand that would be viewed as an eyesore. But the rest of it is tables and chairs under an aluminum overhang that's, clearly been there for some protracted time.
I understand, but the basement is bothersome.
Well, the basement, if the permit's issued for the basement, would be inspected by the local building official.
Yes, it would. All right.
Is there a basement entrance?
Is there a basement entrance or a
I don't
cellar
think there's a separate basement entrance. I think the entrance to the basement, the only entrance to the basement is from inside of the house. Interior staircase to the house.
It's not before us. It's not before us, though.
All right. Are there any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, a public hearing is closed. Decision will be mailed to you after 2 weeks. I'm sure I'll at least take another look by the house. All right, I guess that's it.
Nassau County Planning, did I tell you that already?
No, I don't remember.
Sorry.
We'll say it anyway.
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, public hearing is closed. As I
Thank
said,
you.
you'll get notice after about 2 weeks. Thank you. Did he leave the pictures, or did he take them?
I took them back.
Thank you.
They're in the file.
That's what I wanted.
I'll get a copy of the card.
I'd appreciate that.
Certainly.
For the decision?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next hearing is hearing number 15, appeal number 21-15, Carl Smith, 2 West Court, Bethpage, New York.
Thank you. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address?
My name is Aaron Rabinowitz. I'm 2 West Court, Bethpage, New York, 11714. I am the stepson and the tenant of Carl Smith. Carl Smith is present in the room today. This is a application for a variance for a 6-foot-high fence across a side front yard encroaching upon the required 19.4-foot setback from the property. The property is in the corner of a court. It's not a high-traffic intersection. The house directly across from me has the exact fence that I'm looking to request, and he actually told me how to proceed with this. He was one of the people who told me how to proceed with this. I then took photos of that, if you want to see copies of that.
Our
And
usual concern is the visibility for the car.
I understand. It's exactly the same, except my fence would go further into my driveway. I'm requesting this basically for the safety of my children. I live there with my wife, my 5-year-old, and my 2-year-old. And due to COVID, my stepfather bought the house in January. We moved in February, and my kids haven't been to a playground since then. It's been 11 months. And we want to do something for them in the yard, and we have no yard, and it's completely open. So it's not really safe. We could put up a 4-foot, but it still wouldn't be as secure for the kids, and if we wanted to put anything higher, it would be less secure and safe for the children.
Yeah.
So.
That's fine, as long as they're not a visibility problem. Did you pass up pictures too? Did you have pictures?
I just have, I also took photos of 11 houses within a 2-block radius that have the exact same fence. Which would
Thank
go
you.
to here now.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that,
You came very prepared. Your
My-
neighbors taught you well.
My wife really wants this fence for the kids. She's with them 24 hours a day. We don't have anybody else taking care of them, so chasing after them into the street is difficult.
This is true.
are there any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Sorry, Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, public hearing is closed, the decision of board will be mailed to you. Tell your wife you did a good job. And Rebecca, did you want to see the picture?
Thank you, members.
No.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Have a good night.
Thank you, have a good night.
Good night.
You okay, Holly?
Yes, thank you.
Next hearing is hearing number 16, appeal number 21-16, Louis Pagnuti, 6 Stanley Street, Hicksville, New York.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Yes, I do.
Name and address, please.
My name is Dean Kutsubis. My address is 121 Newbridge Road, Hicksville, New York, 11801. Okay. Good evening, members of the board, and Happy New Year to all of you. I'm here this evening on behalf of my client, Louis Pagnuti. The property is located at 6 Stanley Street in Hicksville and is at the southwest corner of Cliff Drive and Stanley Street. My client, Louis Pagnuti, bought into the house in 2005, and he purchased it from a family member, which he still partners with in the house, who owned the house since 2003. Again, I know it doesn't matter, but most of these improvements were, as per my client, they were existing prior to them purchasing the house. I just want to, emphasize that, they're not, their goal is to try to make everything right at this point. As I've attended many of these hearings and I'm aware of the board's position with regards to cellar entrances and negative impacts to neighborhoods, I have advised my client to remove the cellar entrance. I would like to request that this portion of the application be withdrawn. I would request that the door and stairs be removed and replaced with an egress window. The egress window only requires a 3-foot side yard setback and would therefore comply. My research in the CO room on the cellar entrance was that it existed at least since 1994 and was applied for by a prior owner and was rejected. However, the prior owner never filed a variance and left the rejection alone since '94. We would still need a side yard variance for a 1.3-foot bathroom cantilever on the first floor. This leaves a side yard of 7 feet instead of the required 8 feet for just a very small portion of the side yard for this bathroom, let's say, bump out of 1.3 feet. We are also asking for a front yard variance for the front deck where 19 feet is required and 11.7 feet is provided. The deck is 21 feet long by 6.3 feet wide. It's unroofed and it's at the front of the house. And in addition, the front dormer and bay windows cantilevered 1.6 feet, leaving a setback of 16.6 feet where the requirement is 25. The challenge with this front yard is it is a 50 by 100 property. The way the house is situated, any sort of front additions would have needed a variance. We're asking for a front unroofed open deck, which according to the tax card has been there for a long time. According to my client, he resurfaced the deck in recent years with new Trex finish. It is in good condition, and he plans on keeping it as such. We are also asking for a variance on the fence. The fence will be modified as shown on the plot plan. I don't know if any of you visited the house, but the fence that exists there now is going to come down, and so is the shed that is behind that fence. The shed has exceeded its lifespan, and it also doesn't comply with zoning. So instead of trying to get a variance for it, we propose to remove the shed. and replace the fence. The fence will be shown, be installed as shown on the site plan. It will be in line with the neighbor's fence to the west. It will come out and it would be catty-cornered to provide a clear sight triangle for the driveway, for visibility for the existing driveway. Anybody backing out of the driveway can then see the sidewalk, anybody walking down the sidewalk.
So is that then a withdrawal, or?
No, that's how we filed it. So we filed it. If you look at the plot plan does show the shed to be removed, and it does show the 6-foot-tall fence to be relocated completely onto the property line and catty-cornered. So it would still need a variance for the portion that's forward of the dwelling, but it's be more, we propose to bring it more into compliance. There is an open violation case on this house in which Mr. Pagnuti is in court for. He understands he cannot be released from his court system until he provides a proper CO for this house, which entails obtaining this variance approval and completing the modifications and repairs necessary to pass the inspections. With all this in mind, I respectfully ask the board to grant these variances.
What's the code compliance case for?
There was violation, there was a tenant in the house, and the tenant somehow contacted the town, code compliance came in, and they discovered all these issues, which included, some of which need some of which need variances, others don't need variances. There's the dormers, the finished basement, skylight, cellar entrance. So again, like I mentioned, we are looking to remove the cellar entrance, the rear deck, bay windows and steps. So
you here for Helen tonight? Helen McDonough?
Helen is my coworker. She's the engineer.
She okay?
She's okay, yes.
Okay. Rebecca, you were there?
Yeah, and I understand that it's existing and that we have, as a group, kind of a tendency to not be okay with that. But I will say, every other house, left, right, across, up, it's very uniform in that area. And if whoever it was bought it in 2005, they probably looked at it and wouldn't have thought that that's no excuse. But
Right, I understand.
I guess what I'm saying is it fits in with the character of the rest of the
Okay. All right, so you're only asking to withdraw a part of B?
Right, the cellar entrance.
The cellar entrance.
There's
All right.
still an addition there.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to hear that you're willing to do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
May I clarify on this addition, for this rear addition, this rear yard? It is a bathroom cantilever. In my opinion, looking at the house, it's unlikely that was built after the fact. However, no record indicates that it was, original. So, because that is where the bathtub that is where the bathtub is. So it's unlikely somebody would go through the expense of expanding a bathroom 1.5 feet. It appears to be original, that portion anyway. Again, there is very limited records in the CO room. The dormers look like they've been there quite a long time. Again, looking at the tax cards, looking at, I tried to put a history together. It seems like some of this was here a very long time, well prior to my clients owning the house. There may, it's hard to tell when these things were built. I know my client resurfaced the decks. I know he did some, basic improvements, but, he says that the dormers and the cellar entrance was there prior to him owning it.
All right, are there any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion decision, public hearing is closed. Decision board will be mailed to you after about 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you all. Good night,
care.
everyone.
Good night. Next hearing is hearing number 18, appeal number 21-18, Amandio Vaz, 274 Minetto Hill Road, Plainview, New York.
I'm Joanne Voss.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
Joanne Voss, 274 Minetta Hill Road, Plainview, New York, 11803. Excuse me. I have the green cards. Also, one of the mailing addresses on the letter we were given was wrong. I did mail it to that address anyway, so it came back returned.
Okay, thank you.
We're asking for a variance for an existing cellar, stairs that have been there 30 years. I know, it doesn't.
Have you been paying attention tonight?
I know. And I don't have pictures, and apparently I'm very unprepared.
What's the code compliance case? What happened?
We had a complaint from a police officer who came to the house for a finished basement.
Was somebody living in the basement?
My nephew was there.
And somebody called the police?
Yeah, he did actually. His girlfriend had had a seizure.
Oh, okay.
Apparently she was rude, though.
So is anybody living in the basement now?
No.
Is anybody going to be living in the basement in the future?
No, and listen, he was there because he's a recovered addict. We were just trying to do the right thing. We've paid the price, believe me.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years. And
Is he okay now?
Yeah, he's clean. He's doing great.
Okay.
But you know, it was what it is, and we apologize. But we were just helping. And but yeah, we're in compliance with everything. We just need to get this passed. When this gets passed, then I believe they come and inspect, and they'll tell us if there's anything else that we need to do.
Is there a kitchen down there?
The kitchen's been removed.
We really don't like cellar entrances.
I know.
And you can,
But this one, I mean, this one has railings. We have.
that, we're not so much worried about people falling down. I mean, we are, but the concern is that it lends itself to an apartment, and here is what we have. And though your intentions may have been good, you know, your neighbors, we all hear everybody, you know, the taxes are high, and all our neighbors are living, you know, near you, and this is probably upsetting them.
No, there was never, ever a complaint from our neighbors. Our neighbors actually are fine with who we are and what our house is.
The police came to help the girl?
Yes.
And that police person
filed a complaint.
Yeah, because she was rude, whatever.
Who was rude, the girl?
The girl that came to aid.
She just had a seizure, not for nothing, but I don't know if you're familiar with seizures, but when people come out of them, they're
No,
not
I-
always.
We are
Yeah,
to
the
some
policeman
extent.
didn't do
It's
the
just-
right
it's
thing, but neither, I
First time I've
guess.
seen a policeman.
She must have really...
The town guy said the same thing. He'd never heard a cop file a complaint before. Your own inspector told us that.
Yeah, it must have been quite an incident for him to, or her to go out of their way to even note that there was a violation.
Yeah.
Well, he might have seen the kitchen and figured that. May not even realize that. All right, are there any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board?
No.
Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, public hearing is closed, decision will be mailed to you in a couple of weeks, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Done. She's finished. Next hearing is hearing number 20, appeal number 21-20, Francesca Labita, 158 Forest Drive, Jericho, New York.
Hi. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
Wendy Piserchia, P-I-S-E-R-C-H-I-A. From Permits and More, 60 Hillside Avenue, Roslyn Heights. I just handed in 3 pictures and letters of support and consent. I am appearing here on behalf of Mr. and Mrs. Labita, 158 Forest Drive in Jericho. We're requesting variance relief for proposed roof over front porch with insufficient average front yard setback. Proposing 26.58 feet, 8.12 feet shy of the average front yard setback of 34.7 feet. The proposed roof over front porch will also exceed maximum building coverage of 20%, proposing 22.08%. Finally, we seek variance relief for existing air conditioning units that are 2 feet from the south side yard where 3 feet is required. The proposed open 38 square foot front porch, under slightly different circumstances, could be thought of as an allowable encroachment. No part of this non-conforming house satisfies the average front yard setback of 34.7 feet. This situation is due to the rear yard topography. The rear yard is basically diminished by approximately 25.5 feet on the south side and 31 feet on the north side. If you look at the plot plan and survey, it's apparent that the house was pushed forward on the lot to accommodate for a rear 28 to 30 foot rear yard. We're submitting pictures of the rear yard for you to see. There's a dotted line showing where the average front yard setback lies within the house. The second line shows the delineation where a 6-foot allowable encroachment would fall. The 5-foot deep porch exceeds that line by 2 feet. We also wish to draw the board's attention to the fact that the porch's masonry platform is existing and won't be changed. We are proposing a roof over and will stipulate that it will not be enclosed. We believe that the impact that the proposed roof over imposes on the lot coverage is diminutive in nature. It's less than 0.5%. Regarding the air conditioners, the homeowners were advised that the air conditioners have been existing for over 10 years. They purchased the house in 2018. We do have 3 letters of consent, including the neighbors on both sides. So the side that the air conditioner has given a letter of consent and support. We believe that the benefit to the applicant far outweighs any detriment to the neighborhood. It's with the aforementioned that we request variance relief for the Lavitas. I'm a little hoarse because I have the masks on, I'm sorry.
I know, it's crazy times.
Yep.
All right, any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence.
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, public hearing is closed. The decision will be mailed to you after about 2 weeks. Thank you. Be
Stay
careful.
healthy, stay careful.
Thank you, you too. Be well.
Oh, boy. Right? I know.
Next hearing is hearing number 21, appeal number 21-21, Sahara Sorkin, 43 Marion Lane, Jericho, New York.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Yes.
Name and address, please.
Sahara Sorkin, 43 Marion Lane, Jericho, New York, 11753. Hi, everyone. Happy and healthy New Year.
Hey, you too.
I am requesting a variance for a second level on my house. We originally submitted plans and had a permit for the initial design. We had some complications with our architect that required us to reframe, and as a result, we had no choice but to build over the entire footprint versus just a portion of it, bringing us to exceed the maximum allowable buildable square footage. We submitted the amended plans, and we've notified everybody that the people that are touching my property are friends of ours, and everybody is aware of the circumstances and have no issues that they've addressed to me. I don't have any pictures. I'm a novice at this. This is from
I
my
understand
house.
it.
Really
It's-
not that,
I do have one on my phone. It's aesthetically
fine.
pleasing to the neighborhood.
That's fine, we can,
we have plans, we have.
We have
site
plans.
plan.
Okay.
sometimes, pictures, people do things differently, and that in and of itself isn't gonna make or break something.
So they suspended your permit and you're in the house or?
We're in the house. We've halted doing anything,
Yeah.
pending
Yeah.
the result of this variance. But, it's for my home. I have no intentions of selling it. We just wanted a little bit more space for the family.
All right.
Yep.
All right, any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission has been notified of this application.
Motion, decision, public hearing is closed, decision will be mailed to you after about 2 weeks. Thank you, be careful.
You did great.
You did fine.
Dear Richard Cook. Next hearing is hearing number 23, appeal number 21-23, Robert Botan, 16 Dawes Avenue, Syosset, New York.
First proposed application of the night, I think.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
Dennis Oliver, 924 Newbridge Road, Belmore, New York. Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Happy New Year to everybody. Hope everybody stays safe.
You as
Yeah.
well?
As I said, Dennis Oliver, I'm the architect of record for Robert Botan, 16 Dawes Avenue, Syosset. We are seeking permission to construct a second-floor addition over an existing one-story, a rear two-story addition, and maintain a front portico. The front portico requires a front yard variance, does not meet the average front yard setback of 24.32. The setback to the house is 19.58, and the setback to the portico would be 13 feet. According to the records on My Nassau Properties, this house was constructed in 1926. There are two other houses on the street within a close proximity that were built exactly the same way with this front porch. So the only conclusion I can draw from that is this is the way the house was built. It's been this way since 1926 with this portico. As far as the construction goes now, the proposed second floor addition is being built over an existing one-story addition on the east side of the house. We're required to have a side yard of 8 feet. We're proposing 3.6. And again, this is being built above something that already exists that's been part of this house already. There are some houses in the area with two-story additions that have shorter side yards. Some of those are 31 Raham, 12A Raham, 19 Raham, 15 Willets, and then 46 and 10 Dawes. They all have shorter side yards, rather less than the 8 feet required. The deck in the rear yard that we're building on the first floor, not the second floor, on the first floor, for whatever reason, the owner insisted that it has to be the size. It's short by 3 inches for the side yard, so we're proposing 7.79 as opposed to the 8 feet that's required.
7.79?
Yeah, which is about 7 feet 9 inches.
Now, do we have 7.75?
I'm sorry, is it 7.75?
I just want to make sure our numbers match. What do you have?
Just let me double check, I'm sorry.
Do you have 7.75? Yeah. That's the rear. The side.
The side yard, yes. Yeah, it's 7.75, yes.
I just want to make sure they match. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
In addition, we're required to get a variance for roof pitch. The way we're doing the construction, this roof pitch is going to be in the back of the house, so you won't be able to see that it's less than what's required. We have to go for a 4 pitch as opposed to a 6, because if we went for a 6 pitch, it would stick above the line of the existing roof, which, although it complies with code, architecturally,
I understand.
it's not very attractive.
Okay.
In addition, I have a letter signed by 2 of the neighbors. In particular, it's the one directly east of my client, who's going to be most directly affected by what's going on, and one of the neighbors directly across the street who's going to have to look at the house, stating that they have no objection to this being granted.
Okay.
And if the board has any questions.
Any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion decision, public hearing is closed. A decision of board will be mailed to you after about 2 weeks. Thank you, be careful.
Thank you very much. Everybody stay safe.
You too.
You too, thank you. Next hearing is hearing number 24, appeal number 21-24, Todd Kitagawa, 2 Alderwood Lane, Syosset, New York.
Thank you. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings? Name and address?
Good evening.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Okay. No site problems? No problems, huh? All right, any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hand, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, public hearing is closed. A decision of board will be mailed to you. Have a good night, be careful.
Thank you.
Okay. Short and sweet, huh?
Funny, Patty. Next hearing is hearing number 26, appeal number 21-26, Justin Marinoff, 54 Warner Lane, Syosset, New York.
Hello. Hi, right, could you raise your right hand? Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
Justin Marinoff, 54 Warner Lane, Syosset, New York. How you guys doing? Looking for a variance to construct a new construction home. The variance is needed because the property is located on a private road. Warner Lane is off of Split Rock Road. Therefore, it has zero frontage on a town road. The proposed house falls within the proper setbacks as if it was on a town road, so we don't exceed any, I don't know what
The proposed parking in the front?
Yeah, so the parking, we're looking for a little bit more parking in the front, just because if you guys know Warner Lane, it's not incredibly wide, so it's a private road. No one really could park on the street, so we'd like a little bit more parking inside.
How much you talking about? I don't have the plan in front of me.
It
Is it gonna be paved or?
Yeah, it's part of the driveway. The driveway just, I don't know if you have the plans, but, and if you want, I can give a site plan. You guys
Yeah.
can look at it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
There's a garage, yes?
There is, around the side.
You bought the house just in September, so the intent is to demolish what's there and then build?
That's right.
And is the house on a zero lot line?
The current house is, well, the house, we got a demo permit already. We took the home down. The current house is going to,
Because it's not a town street, it's a right? It's just considered zero.
It's considered zero, I see, okay.
Correct, because it's not a town road.
So it's not actually zero.
Yeah,
Correct.
the other house was in the same situation.
Same situation.
Yeah.
Every house on the street will be the same.
I understand, thank you.
I also have 2 letters from some neighbors, one from the president of the Shady Meadows Homeowners Association.
Consenting?
Yeah.
Shady Meadows.
Shady Meadows. It sounds like,
Yeah.
what was that that show? Shady?
Does.
Golden Girls. Was it Shady Pines? Or where was she gonna send her all the time?
Don't scare him away.
Right.
All right, any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this application? And the gas fireplace to the front yard, again, that's the same situation?
Right.
Right, okay.
Yeah, there's a gas fireplace
Right.
that's in the backyard, but
It's really, okay.
everything is just considered, just when you have a,
All right.
I guess, private road,
Anyone?
it's 3 front yards.
Anyone want to be heard? No, okay, any questions from the board?
No.
On correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion, decision, public hearing is closed, the decision of the board will be mailed to you after about 2 weeks, and be careful going home.
Good night.
Okay, good night.
Last but not least.
And now
That was
take
a
an hour
Shady
break.
Pine.
Like
wasn't
it.
it? Where was she gonna send her? Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, just what you can. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was thinking of the Golden Girls. They're gonna send her,
She needs 2 minutes.
that was a
The
funny
rest of
show,
us will
wasn't
sit
it?
here.
I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah, I can't call it because stenographer's not here.
Just find out. The timing error. It's the 9th inning.
What happened?
The stenographer took a break.
She needs to run to the ladies' room.
Oh!
She left.
Nothing happens without the stenographer, nothing.
Oh, no.
In court or anything. And I usually ask her, but, no, it's, nerve of her,
Usually
having
she
to leave
says
7
no.
minutes, I know. We just have one on reserve,
So
right?
Susan,
How
you
about, yeah, just 2 quick things to go over, and then that'll be it.
All right, good.
so Susan, next week we bring our packets
Yes,
from
please.
the 17th.
Correct.
And then-
And if you could bring this back with
Yes,
you,
of course.
your notes, because we'll vote with
But
this.
for the
And next week I'll give you a packet for the 21st.
That's what I wanted to know. Okay,
Okay.
so there's no mailings or anything?
There's
Yeah,
no
I'll bring it
mailings,
with
right, right. Because we have the packet and,
Little side details. No, I don't do Kohl's. I'm mad at
you
them.
want this?
Why?
No, I'm all right.
You sure? I
No,
I
she
have it.
said Kohl's, not cold. The department store.
Oh.
I don't like Kohl's.
Why? What'd they
Don't
do
like-
to you?
They messed with my credit card.
Oh,
What happened?
they messed up.
Yeah, they refused my credit card at the register, and
Why?
I forget why. Some
You
stupid.
have to pay it.
You know you're
God,
live,
are you
but
kidding me?
I understand you're live. You-
It's just
Now I'm
embarrassing
so-
to be declined. And
Yes,
then when
it-
I called them, they said, "Oh, that should have never happened." I said,
said,
"Well, it
"Thank
did.
you."
So here's your card back." I won't go in there. Okay, next hearing, number 27, appeal number 21-27, Frank and Katia Razizi, 20 Plymouth Drive South, Glen Head.
Good evening,
Good
Madam
evening.
Chair and members of the board. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
My name is Eric Snipes. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Forcelli, Deegan, Tirana, 333 Earl Ovington Boulevard, Uniondale, New York. I believe I'm actually the only attorney tonight. If I
Yes, I think so too.
Wow.
Other than the few of us up here.
Yes. The only attorney who has appeared before you tonight. Here on behalf of the applicant, our application tonight seeks to legalize certain structures that have been existing on the property. The premises is actually on the north side of Plymouth. Tonight I do have with me Frank Razizi as well as his neighbor, the owner of 22 Plymouth Drive, which is abutting the property to the east. We were supposed to have another neighbor who was across the street. He was supposed to come, but I believe that he had to work tonight, so he was unable to make it. But he was going to come. Both my neighbors are here and were going to be here in support. The owner of 22 Plymouth is here in support. The property is located in the R17 district and is a rectangular shaped 7,000 square foot lot. Presently improved with a 2-story, 1,798 square foot dwelling. Also contains a pergola shed, a partially in-ground pool with associated filtration and heating equipment, as well as a generator. The applicant has been the homeowner since 2002. We are seeking to legalize the existing generator, shed, gas pool heater, pergola, and a wood fence at the rear of the property that is actually 8 feet, which exceeds the height requirements of the code. The
I'm sorry. Does that fence run along Glen Cove Avenue?
No,
The backyard, the back fence?
no, it's not. It actually separates the people in the rear. Back neighbors actually have dogs, so it does help and keeps privacy as well. The existing generator is set back 2.3 feet, where 8 feet is required. The existing shed is set back 0.9 feet, where 3 feet is required. The gas pool heater is set back 2 feet, where 5 feet are required. And the side yard setback to the outdoor kitchen is 0 feet, and the pergola is 0.12 feet, where 25 feet are required. I promise you there are no curtains or clotheslines or any people living back there as well. Additionally, the applicant is proposing to remove the wood decking around the pool, and there's a approximately 10-foot screening for the pool that he used when he was cleaning the pool, so that the neighbor to the west didn't have to see him while he was cleaning his pool. That concludes my presentation. Actually, the reason for these cases coming forward was there was a code compliance case that has been resolved in court, and the applicant has children at home who are leaving. One is in college, and they will be leaving. So the applicant is looking eventually, within the next couple of years, to sell the property and wants to make sure everything has been legalized.
What was the code compliance case for?
That was for the shed, the pergola, and the pool equipment.
You're familiar with the area, Rita, it's awfully close.
I know, and I didn't get a chance to go look at it.
All right, maybe we can this week, maybe we can.
I'm curious about the reason for the 8-foot fence. You said they were dogs, because we very rarely.
So when you look at in the rear yard, there's the partially in-ground pool. It's actually on a retaining wall. So there's a 6-foot fence there, but as it runs along towards the east, towards actually the
Grade
neighbors
changes.
here,
Oh,
then it goes to
okay.
the 8-foot
All right.
fence.
All right. All right, are there any interested parties wishing to be heard with respect to this matter? Seeing no hands, any questions from the board? None. Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion decision, public hearing is closed. Decision of board will come after 2 weeks. Read if you get a chance to look at it.
Thank you, everyone. Have a
Good
great night.
Careful. Got anybody else?
That's it.
That's it.
Is a woman back, Lois, a woman back there?
I think he's with him. They're with him. Diane. It's Diane.
That's Leslie Sector.
Where is she?
Diane Moore.
Where is she?
She's right there.
Oh, hi, Diane. I recognize her with the mask on.
Mm-hmm. We just have to vote on we just have to vote on the parent-child, and then I have 2 to discuss, and then we can leave, okay? Yes, we're still streaming.
I can't believe she's
Gonna
8.
just vote on 2 minutes.
Okay, parent-child review, I believe by Kathy and Rebecca?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. And then, if you could look at the back of your packets, please. So, or not.
Or not.
She wants to go. Thank you, Diane, for your help. So the first one is Pine Hollow Country Club. This is put on reserve decision. It was heard back in April of 19.
There was a very unhappy gentleman who came in,
Yes.
a neighbor, right?
That's correct. And so what had happened in the meantime was that there was a water issue, and the Pine Hollow Country Club went to the all the efforts and had a drainage system put in to alleviate that problem. So they satisfied all of those problems that were brought up at the time, and so now it's come back for decision. The room that they're building is for the tennis balls. So they're calling it the ball storage room, but it's basically just, it's like an equipment room. Yep, that's correct. Yep, but the big problem was for the drainage, and that has been taken care of. Yes, it has been all installed and inspected.
Okay, great. All right.
So we
So
could,
that's with respect to appeal number 13-127. Since they're on for both, based on what just indicated, appeals and conditions were met, they've rectified any problems. I would move it.
I'll second it.
second one is a clarification of the vote. So there was we had done a denial back in August of the cellar entrance and the roof over. It was come to find out that the cellar entrance itself has a CO. The roof over does not. So you could either, it's up to you, you could either deny the roof over, but the cellar, let me put it this way, the cellar entrance can remain because they have a CO for it. But the roof over itself is part of does not have a CO, and that is part of the building lot coverage. So totally your choice, whatever you'd like to do. If you'd like to deny the roof over part over the cellar entrance, you may, but the cellar entrance, which got caught up in the denial, and it was just in the rejection, wasn't worded.
I mean, the roof over is only 4% over, which is like, you know,
I would give it to
pretty de minimis.
It's
You know,
all of those things
I've
that
never
make
heard
them.
of a CO for a cellar entrance. No, that's something
It was
that-
built with the house.
Okay.
So, and then they put a roof over on it without a permit. And then the roof over was caught up with, also with the shed, and the existing front porch, all brought over the lot coverage.
Yeah, it's not an overbuilt situation. It doesn't appear to me to be an apartment situation. There's not.
No, not at all.
No.
I don't have a problem with the roof over it, or a problem with the cellar.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're gonna turn over the denial. You had granted the rest already. You had only denied D. as to-
it.
Okay, so who was it?
I'll move it.
Becca?
And Kathy will second it?
Yes.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any objections? No? It's so moved.
Thank you. That's it. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. And that concludes the hearing
And the
for
week
this evening.
after, and the week after.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, please, God.
Never know.